Guess it's the One Piece King here today. I guess this is a really late video at night or something. I think it's like 8 p.m. Um, I really haven't gotten much of the idea of this video, but I guess it's probably gonna be random. A first ever random one that I could include a lot of stuff together as my own thoughts though, but more in detail will be like, in separate. So, you know. Um So the first thing that I actually wanted to go and just throw out there and everything, and this was and this was basically by the recent chapter of 972 of One Piece. So I don't know if you guys remembered, but I made that video that was talking about, that was talking about how Kaido kind of resembles Bullet a little bit from the Stampede movie in terms of like what their personality, or not really much of their personality, but like basically either a goal or something that they enjoyed so much. Like the thing that they loved, they enjoyed the most was fighting. They both of them look like fighters and everything. I can imagine that if we ever cut to like a tiny flashback of a young Kaido on the Rocks crew, yeah, definitely I would see Kaido being the person that would always want to start fights with people. Like, I want to fight you, and then it just ends up either he either wins and he gets bored, or we're not really bored, but it's like he doesn't even want to fight them anymore if he wins because they're not even that much of a tough challenge to him. But say if it was somebody like Whitebeard or Big Mom, or even his captain alone, and they beat him, or they kind of come close to him and stuff, to where it ends up in a duel, or well, not in a duel, but a draw or a tie. He would basically respect him and be like, "You're a really strong one and everything. Like, me and you are cool." Um, but yeah, though, it seems I was right about that and everything, because in the recent chapter that we got, um, Odin's in the boiling pot. He's about to kind of just meet his end. But except it's more like, he's still surviving, but Kaido's the one that kind of delivers the blow, in which case he kind of just, he executes him in a different way. Um, but Kaido has a bit of respect for him and everything, and he's kind of like looking at him straight in the eye, and he's like, "You weren't so bad." But my only problem is, though, was that there was somebody that got in the way of our fight, which I did mention that before, that the old witch or whatever that was helping, Orochi in his schemes and everything to help him, become Shogun of Wano. Um, Kaido says that's been taken care of. She's no longer, in the picture anymore. She's gone. I can imagine that made him feel angry, because it's like, this was supposed to be a good battle and stuff. I really wanted to know, like, how strong he really is. Can he defeat me? He scarred me, but the question is, can he really defeat me? And if he can, kudos on him. I like this guy. In which even I think a scar alone probably did get in his mind there. And it's like, you know what? I like this guy. This guy beat me up pretty badly. He scarred me. I really wish our battle could have continued, but he kind of would be looking at Orochi at the same time while saying this. It's like, but somebody had to get in the way, like with those little schemes and stuff, because if he didn't, I probably would have accepted my defeat at that point, because, my hand of things, I would have just loved like a battle, a challenge. You gave me that, but someone got in the way. I'm gonna keep mentioning this, like as he looks at Orochi, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep mentioning this until you realize, like, if I get myself into another big battle, like another big war or something, and you get involved in this, like you try to scheme your way to win this, no, I'm not gonna play that way, alright? Like, you skedaddle out of here, alright? Next time you do this, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be out of the picture this time. I'm not gonna do your little deals anymore. I don't care if it's to kick me out that I don't listen to you. You do realize that I am more powerful than you. I can kick you out of here and make it to where like Wano is my country alone. I rule the place. Like, there wouldn't really be a Shogun of Wano, but people would fear me because I'm a dragon. I could do whatever I like with the weather of the country itself. So yeah, you're nothing really, but it's just people listen to you. That's all you have going for you. But they can listen to me too, but I could do it more in a fearing way. You could do it more like you're, being a fool, and people would somehow just listen to you because you have all the power. I could do it differently to where they can actually legit respect me because I'm this almighty powerful person, you know. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen later on whenever the war does begin. Like it starts, like officially, it will start in Act 4, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to pretty soon. Probably by a next chapter or two, because the flashback, I believe, is ending at this point. The flashback is ending. We're gonna, cut out of Act 3. Thank God that we do, because, not saying I hated the flashback or anything, because, Act 3 is supposed to be like a really depressing or like a really, um, like it's supposed to be sad and everything. It's supposed to be the sad moment in a kabuki play or something. Act 3 is supposed to be like, you know, um, oh shoot, I even forgot what it was actually called, but the description is that it's supposed to be very sad and stuff. So, yeah, I can imagine the flashback that we got was supposed to be like, yeah, we're knowing about how Odin was this really wonderful person, got all these followers under him. He battled so many people before, got the respect of many, went out, of his country and everything, explored, so many places, even got to the end of the world basically in a sense. Well, by two locations that are basically in a sense the end of the world, um, or the edge, maybe like the edge of the end, but you get what I mean. He's reached the peak to where it's like, hmm, this is what's been, here hiding all this time. This is what my destiny has been for like so many years, and I did not know about it. Huh. Like, it makes him start thinking about, like, not so bad. Not so bad that I left, my homeland and stuff. But, even that he did all that and everything, he's kind of, like, he's not really regretting it, but he's, like, kind of thinking a bit like, hmm, there's a possibility I could win. There's a possibility. We'll have to see. And then it's sort of like, yeah, it's sort of like he's not, he doesn't win because there's two other users. Like if you've been reading the chapters and everything, I will put spoilers, in this video. um yeah, but there's two users. Higurashi, I believe, was one of them, and I forgot the other one's name and everything, but he was this old man and everything that actually, crosses his fingers. Yeah, that reminds you of Bartolomeo with the barrier fruit, because that's what he does. Yeah. So the old man, previously had the fruit. I want to think he was probably the first ever user to use it. There probably could have been, many others and everything, but I'm pretty sure he had a, like, I'm pretty sure out of, like, the normal people instead of the people that probably ruled the world at some point, um, I'm pretty sure he was probably, like, the first ever human, I want to say. The first ever normal human that wasn't, like, gifted the power, like, not as an automatic, but, like, by the gods themselves or something like that. Um, yeah, but not him. I feel like he was just a normal human. He picked up the fruit one day, he ate it, learned he can, basically make barriers however, like however he wants and defend himself, and all that and everything. Higurashi, or as basically a lot of people would like to still call her, the old witch, um, she has Mr. Two's clone fruit abilities, in which case, like tapping the face, making them change the appearance of whoever they look like or whoever they touched. And basically like basically the way to describe it is like it's a devil fruit that really can screw, with a country. It can really mess it up. And this goes for like any, island nation that either has a kingdom or a ruler. You have that, and you think like, maybe I can go and make the king or the queen or whoever rules this place look like they're the bad guy, and I can really like, rule this country my way, because then I could, because then I can make it look like, that means I could definitely, get the win this time and stuff. Like, I could definitely get it. Truly fooling them and stuff. In which case, in Wano, that's exactly what happened. Higurashi was the one that had the comfort abilities and, turned into the Shogun, which was Oden's dad, Sukiyaki. Um, and basically making it like he was really ill whenever he, possibly has been deceased, and put away somewhere. Um, but yeah, but basically making it look like that, he was ill and that he was gonna make Orochi the Shogun because Odin apparently was not there. So, doing all that and everything and showing that Odin was like a brother to Orochi and everything, or Orochi was a brother to Odin. But yeah, you get the idea. The whole plan was messed up and everything, and they completely, screwed, with the country and everything, with Wano so much and everything. That's why it makes it look like nobody likes Orochi at all, because he didn't have the slightest hint in his mind, like, you know, my grandfather wasn't really, thinking clearly. He did a really bad thing, instead of being like a good guy and actually just, thinking that, luck would be on his side and he could have possibly became the Shogun of Wano and stuff during that time if there was no child. But there was one, so it's like, yeah, that did not work. Like it's because of him, that basically Orochi's whole clan does not exist anymore. Unless, well, besides himself, but his relatives, his family, they've all basically been, executed. They've all been, disappeared. They're gone, and yeah, because they called the shot on that. They're like, you know what? Like, you basically took out all the other ones. We're not having this. You cheated your way to think that we were gonna give it to you. That's not cool. You should have waited. Like, basically having patience and a bit of luck, and you definitely would have won there, like, most likely, but you did not. You basically just wanted to think, like, oh, we're gonna give it to somebody else here. It's like, maybe. But, either way, it was just, yeah. But anywho though, but yeah, Kaido though, like getting to the main subject though, Kaido was not really happy with Higurashi though getting in the middle of their fight. Like even though he did deliver the blow on Odin in the end, Kaido, kind of like what I said in the video, I'm gonna keep mentioning that a couple of times, but I'm pretty sure that he felt pretty much like this wasn't his actual win, even though that it was, but it was like, it doesn't feel right and everything. Almost having like a Luffy Katakuri moment where it was like, they're having their fight and everything, but Flampe kind of gets in the middle of it, and kind of makes it to where, like, basically helping Katakuri cheat and everything to win the fight. Katakuri doesn't play that way. He plays, he doesn't play by no dirty tricks or whatever, or just, any unfair ways and stuff in the fight. Katakuri, is a man, he'll fight in a manly way to where it's like, I want to fight fair. I don't want you like interrupting the fight and stuff. So that's why he went and he kind of went and attacked himself, to make it fair and everything. Because it's like, you know what? I gave that to him. I'm gonna do it to myself, and it's gonna be fair that way and stuff. But if anyone else thinks differently and stuff, I don't care. I don't like any of you. You basically did not help me in my life at all, except for like one other person, but everybody else, like, I don't care about any of you. Like, y'all did not help me in my life at all. Like, this whole family is screwed, you know. But in that sense, though, with Kaido, it's the same way, where it's like he feels like he doesn't, deserve that win because Orochi, with his forces, got in the way. In which case, Higurashi, who worked under him, to help him get his position, got in the way of the fight. In which case, Kaido's like, like he can't really mutter words, But I'm pretty sure, yeah, but I'm pretty sure though that, after they arrested Odin and his scabbards and everything, because with the whole war that happened and stuff, they got arrested in the end. But I'm pretty sure, during their, like being arrested and everything, Kaido probably did take a look at Higurashi. She probably was, she was probably laughing and like, look, we won. Aren't you happy? Kaido's just putting on like not even a smug face, he's more like just showing anger and rage and he's like, you got in the way of our fight. Do you see this? Like he would show the scar and everything that he got from Odin. Like, do you see this? It's like, yeah, that'd be pretty bad if he, got that anywhere else on you and everything, especially your head. It's like, yeah, that would be bad. But that would be, like, that'd be my problem. That's not y'all's problem, Because the only way how it, could become your problem is that, like, if it really, yeah, if it became your problem and everything, like, that'd be directed towards y'all. Like, basically, Odin would probably like, want to go and have me work together with him, take y'all out, and then have him rule over this country like it's supposed to be. That would be y'all's problem to deal with if that ever happened. But like that's not what we were doing. Things were different. I was doing my forces my way, and he had him and his scabbards. So and Kaido's just looking at it like, mm-mm. Like, y'all got in the way. That's not cool. So, he basically just ended her right there. He's like, you know what? Just for getting in the way, this is your final goodbye. It's like, excuse me? Boom. Just grab his club and then boom. Just a big old smack. And then she gone. It's like, this is gonna be like a real hard pain to deal with and stuff because now he's arrested. I can't do anything about it. Like I can't just break him out because I know Orochi, my quote unquote partner, is gonna question me and be like, what are you doing? It's like you're letting him out and everything, like letting him and his scabbards free. What are you doing? Like, this wasn't a part of the deal. This wasn't a part of the plan. It's like, it wasn't, but you know what else wasn't a part of the plan? You and your freaking old witch lady with the devil fruit powers to kind of turn herself into other people, getting in the way of the fight, even though that could have, ended me right there. I wouldn't have cared, but somehow you think it's your problem whenever I'm gone. It's not. It's like we are two completely different forces. This is ridiculous. You know? Like I'm pretty sure that would come up at some point. Like I'm saying, if the war was to come up and everything, that, Kaido's about to get his forces ready, like all the beast pirates and everything, King, Queen, and Jack. Like every single one of his forces that fight under him, he would get them all rallied up and ready. The war would start and everything. And it's just, like Kaido's like, it's been 20 years already. I wonder. It's like, I wonder if I'm actually gonna get a decent challenge this time. But, if I get, like, kind of at my end again, like, I'm about to just, just go out, he would look at Orochi, like, kind of with, like, an angered, like, look. And it's like, I don't want a certain someone getting in the way again. Because if they do, I'm literally about to end this whole partnership we got going on because you're not making this easy for me, and I don't want to hear no complaints like, but you need me, or something like that. It's like, I really don't. In all honesty, I could have easily just gotten rid of you, ruled this country myself, and everything, and did whatever I wanted with it and stuff, Like, technically, I could have made it to where my entire, crewmates and everything, could have actually, like, turned this into a beast paradise. I could have done that, I could have done that. But instead, that's not what happened, because I had to work with you. You wanted these factories to be made. Of course, that was probably gonna be part of what I was gonna do if I roll this plays. But not too many though. Not too many to the point where this country would be like ruined to the ground. Like I would still love to live in the place. It doesn't look too bad. But it's just the fact of it is though, is that, it would all have like my flag on it and everything. Sort of like what Whitebeard did and Big Mom. I would have my own flag, on a territory somewhere. This whole nation would be mine. But instead it's like you don't even see a Beast Pirate flag anywhere, because that's what I noticed too. Even though that Kaido's kind of got, his forces kind of, running all over the place and stuff, or just running it basically, like it's their territory. You kind of have to look around whenever we get, in the other areas of the regions and stuff. We don't see a single Beast Pirate flag anywhere. So technically it's like, does Kaido really rule over the place, or is it like Orochi's just allowing him to stay? Because at that point it's like, that's a bit hard to really think about, because you don't see any flags anywhere. So it's like, yeah, that's gonna be a hard one. Like does Kaido really roll over Wano, or is that just like part of the deal? But except Kaido doesn't truly roll over it because he doesn't have his flag over the other regions and everything. Because if he was to roll over the entire country, it's like, as the pirate way, because Whitebeard did it. He left his mark on many other islands to make it his territory. Um, Big Mom, in a sense, of course, Whole Cake Island is her territory. She is gonna have a flag symbol somewhere, which I think we did see. Yeah, I think we did see the flag symbol somewhere and everything with Big Mom, but I think that was just Whole Cake Island itself. I don't know if the other islands that we got to, see and everything. I don't know if we got to see any flags and stuff. But if there were, that definitely does indicate that it's Big Mom's territory. You do not touch that, because if you do, you're gonna get a sweet commander at you, or if you beat them up, Big Mom's gonna come at you, and that's not gonna be fun. That's gonna be bad. Um, you know, but with Fishman Island though, we did see a flag mark on there, meaning that Big Mom does roll Fishman Island after Whitebeard, kind of, like, I don't really want to say it because I feel like this video is not gonna get posted at all, but I'm gonna probably say it, just in case if either, you know, like if it either works or it doesn't, I will retry this video and everything, either like later on or tomorrow. But like when Whitebeard died, okay, when he died, Big Mom kind of took over, and it's like, this is my land now, and it, basically the only way for them to actually live is that they gotta give her sweets, and they do have a sweet factory or something, or they have like a candy factory there, and it's like they gotta produce enough sweets to send to her, so that way she could be like, okay, you paid like your monthly, sweet bargain and everything, but this is gonna be happening from now on. This is the deal. You pay me sweets every single month for each year, and basically I will defend y'all. But if I don't get any, y'all are not gonna, y'all are not gonna survive out much longer anymore. I'm gonna send somebody down there. I'm gonna send some rookies. No. I'm gonna send, like, probably like a sweet commander with a fleet down your way, and yeah, things are gonna get ugly. Things are gonna get ugly. You're not gonna be happy. You're gonna really regret not giving me my sweets when I wanted them. And yeah, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be completely painful. I am sorry, or am I? Big Mom would not be sorry. She'd just be like, yeah, y'all should, like, she would tell them y'all should be the ones who are sorry for not giving me the sweets when I wanted them. All right, like that's what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, but with Kaido though, like I said, the war, he's really probably gonna really question Orochi and everything. Like, this battle that he's been waiting for 20 years, he's basically just gonna be like, all right, let's see if this is exactly what Odin was talking about whenever he whenever he too kicked the bucket and he's no longer, here. Like, let's see if the message he, delivered to me saying that I better get stronger for like 20 years later so that way there is going to be a better challenge coming my way because if I even get a bit soft and everything, like in my fighting and everything, if I get, a bit soft or weak, yeah, like if I stay the same for like 20 years, no, I'm definitely gonna be defeated at that point, and it's gonna be completely worthless, So I mean, I don't want to say that his invincibility, is thanks to Odin because Odin's the one that said like, hey, train your strength, train yourself up for 20 years, like keep yourself strong, because there's gonna be a better challenge coming your way. Um, if if Odin was the one that really just, gave Kaido like his invincibility in a sense, because he told him to train and stuff, or to, get stronger for 20 years. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna hate him for that, okay? Because I'm pretty sure either way, that's what Kaido would have wanted. He would have either wanted to hear Odin say it or do it himself. But either way though, Kaido definitely would have been like, you know what? You're not wrong. I feel like you're really trying to tell me that in 20 years there's gonna be someone a lot stronger than me who's gonna beat me up to a point where, I'm gonna get scarred, just like you gave me, but it's gonna be a lot of them. Like he's gonna start thinking about that and be like, you know what? I'll take your offer on that. I will take your offer. Orochi probably in the back is like, no, no, no. Like, get yourself stronger to the point where you could be like truly invincible. You could be like truly strong and everything. You could beat up, you could beat up all the opponents that try to go and take us down. Like, you need to survive, okay? If you fall, if you fall, I'm gonna lose my mind, because to him that'd be bad. Kaido's more looking at it like, hey, I fall. It doesn't matter, because at that point I'd be happy with losing, because all I've been doing is winning, but at that point though, with me and Odin's fight, it wasn't really much of a win, because you got in the way. But if I was to die myself, like if Odin, basically just delivers the blow on me and I'm done, that's okay. That's okay. I would be fine with that. Like Kaido would be like okay with that and be like, well, if he lets me say some final words, like he's about to deliver the blow, but if he gives me a chance to speak for myself and it's like, look, like I gotta admit, you're a pretty strong dude. I've fought many strong people in my life. Um, Partial of them you probably met or probably heard of before. And they were pretty strong dudes. And I gotta say, I give my respect to those people. But, it's just after that, I've kind of been traveling around and it's like, people keep trying to fight me and everything, even though I kind of deliver the fights too. But at the end of the day, I still win, and it's not really a difficult challenge either. They try to make it difficult for me, but I'm just more looking at it like I'm taking these punches, and it's like, eh, I told you to give me like the hardest you can to punch me, and this is what I feel. It's a tickle. Okay. Like he's basically like, bored of it all the time and stuff because he doesn't get a real challenge. Odin was like one of his true challenges, and he's like, in that scenario and everything, like if it were more reversed where it's like Kaido's about to be on his deathbed, he's about, ready to die himself, Odin would give him a few words and be like, speak, like I'll let you speak, but it better be honorable words, because if it's anything of like cursing me for, my own death as well, I'm gonna look at it like you really had no honor as a man at all. You really did not, but no, like Kaido would speak in honor too and be like, no, 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 no. Like basically I've, met truly powerful people and now you're one of them. Thank you for the fight and I hope that maybe for the future that even if I'm gone, I hope you meet more powerful people, that you can battle yourself and everything when you can. And when you can, I'm pretty sure you probably would look back at this moment and basically think to yourself, like, huh, they weren't really that bad after all. They remind me of this guy that turned into a dragon, but he wasn't so bad either. It's like he was actually a pretty strong dude himself, you know? It's like I really shouldn't have, delivered the blow on that guy. It's like I really should have not ended his life. Oh, like Odin, in that instance would probably be like really thinking about it and stuff, and I'm sure Kaido is too. Like, man, I really shouldn't have done that. It's like Odin was a strong dude. I really shouldn't have done that. Like, Orochi would have been gnawing at my back and be like, do it now," But Kaido in the real sense would be like, if I really had to, we would fight a lot more. I would let you go. You go back to your castle, you kind of regroup with your buddies and everything, try the fight again. But this time, I'm gonna let my partner sit this one out, especially with all of his forces that would try to sneak in and everything. I tell him, I see another one. This partnership is over, okay? Like, deal? But yeah, Kaido would definitely be like, look, a lot more fights are gonna be coming the way. I'm letting you go. Kind of get your rest up and everything. Train hard. I'm gonna be doing the same, and this battle's gonna keep going on until it comes to a point where one of us is gonna fall. Like truly gonna fall. In which case, it would be Kaido in either around 2 or 3. You know, but yeah. But I guess that was partial of it and everything because, like I said, in in the latest chapter of 972 with the flashback and everything, like I said, Kaido really just did have a sense of a sense of respect, a sense of honor, and he just looks at Odin and it's just he's having that moment, where he's gonna think to himself and be like, you know. You're the only person I can truly say thank you for the challenge you gave me. I'm gonna miss you. And then, like Odin's just ready to give out, but he's like, I'm gonna miss you too. Like you're a really strong guy, but I've had my fun here. We know what's gonna happen, but like if anyone was gonna get rid of me, I would let it be you because that sniveling rat over there that's nearby you. No, I'm not gonna let him get this win. No, I'm gonna let you have it. But just know, even though I'm gone, there's gonna be someone else heading your way too. And they're gonna be a lot stronger too, so you better be prepared for yourself. Because even if I'm gone, there's gonna be someone else. Just let you know. And then boom, he gone. And I think we all know who that's gonna be. I'm pretty sure Odin is thinking, he doesn't really know who it is, but Odin's having the feeling that it's like, yeah, I'm having this strange feeling that there is gonna be this person randomly comes to this country with his friends, and yeah, like Kinemon got these people together, because either Kinemon found them or they found him. Um, but either way, there's gonna be a battle. Like, there's gonna be a battle going on, a war. I can feel it. And when that happens, you better be prepared for yourself. Because if not, I don't think you're gonna be able to survive this one, you know? But either way, though, get yourself stronger 20 years later, and I assure you, you're gonna like meet your most amazing challenge better than me. But I mean, I'm still gonna be like, on the list of like the top 3 of the challenges you had. Because I'm pretty sure Kaido's got a list of the people he's challenged. Like, he's probably got a written notebook somewhere. And it's like, Write Kozuki Odin on there as number one. Write him on there. And it's like, you sure? It's like, yes. It's like, I fought many other people. Some of them are still around, some of them are not. But, you know, for the one that's not around, like, he's probably got a separate list of, like, if they're alive or dead. Like, probably on the dead list, he's probably gonna be like, write Odin's name down on there. Write his name. And it's gonna be like, you want Odin's name written on this list of your challenges that are no longer with us anymore. It's like, yes. It's like, okay. Writes down Kozuki Odin. And it's like, thank you. It's like, because that man, to the public may have seemed like an idiot, but he really wasn't. He was like the most sensible, honorable man who had true strength on him, and just like he wouldn't even mutter words to complete the sentence. It's like that guy. Like the scar I have on me. That's because of him. And it's thanks to him that I got to deal with this. But Kaido's fine with that. Kaido's just like, you know what? Odin was not much of a bad fighter. He wasn't even much of a bad one. Really wasn't. He was like the most strong, powerful guy. You know, I wouldn't even be here right now and everything if it weren't for Orochi. I'm not saying thank you to him because it's like, why would I need to thank him? I really don't, you know? But yeah, it seems that the theory that I had that, Kaido and Bullet are exactly like the same, that Bullet was, foreshadowing what Kaido was gonna be like and everything with the whole like meeting the strongest people and truly admiring them of their strength and everything. Like I feel like that theory of mine is true, that Kaido in this war is definitely like whenever he finally gets a big wound on himself, like a legit wound for once, whether it be another scar or he actually feels the pain of a punch for the first time, like for almost like so many years and everything, like 20 years gone by, and if he finally feels pain, he's gonna enjoy himself. Kaido, like, not in a weird way, but he's gonna smile to where it's like, uh-huh, Odin wasn't lying. Okay, bring it on. And true fight, would start going on and everything, whether it be Luffy, I don't want to really say Zoro, I really want to say it is Luffy, but who knows, maybe Zoro might get in some action on that too. But whoever it is, I want to really say Luffy and everything because those two fought before and Luffy's attacks did absolutely nothing to Kaido. Um, whether in his human form or demon form or whatever whatever race he is, and even in his dragon form as well, it does absolutely nothing. All the punches did nothing. Even in Gear Fourth did nothing. And it's like, okay, this is a problem, you know? Um, but yeah, though, it's just, yeah, but literally, that's literally just it and everything. Um, uh, but yeah, though, it's just, literally, I think I just proved that theory true with the last chapter that we just got and everything. And the more that we get of Kaido's actual personality of what he's like and everything, um, yeah, I'm pretty sure somewhere in that line it's gonna make it a lot more noticeable that Kaido is truly he's a fighter. He really likes fighting and everything. He truly likes strong, powerful challenges. And if anyone can really beat him in a challenge, like in a really challenging fight to the point where he really feels pain, Kaido's really gonna be happy about it. He's gonna be like, good. You got that one right there. Let's see if you can get more, and just start launching out, the attacks and stuff and see who wins, because it's always the thing with Kaido is that in a like, as the rumor goes, in a one-on-one fight, Kaido always wins. If that rumor was, to be changed and everything, which it technically sort of has, you know, with the Odin fight, because Kaido technically didn't really win. It was more of like a cheap win to where, the witch got in the way to distract Odin. I think Kaido doesn't really consider that a win. It's more like, ugh, that was really disrespectful. I'm sorry. Like that fight should never have happened and everything. It was getting good until, ugh, like it disgusts him, you know. But but I'm pretty sure with the fight that he's gonna be getting pretty soon, yeah, the whole rumor is gonna change and it's gonna be like, huh. It's like, okay, I think I know when I'm beat this time, and I'm beat. It's like I'm getting beat up here. This is bad. I guess bad for Orochi, but it's good for me because I'm actually like, getting my challenge for once. I'm actually smiling about this, you know. Um, yeah, like if you watched Stampede, like I mentioned in the beginning, um, yeah, you should know Bullet and Kaido are exactly like the same in that sense, if you look at it, but if you haven't watched the movie, I mean, I already put down spoilers and stuff. I didn't really put down Stampede spoilers. All I just said was like, with Bullet, being the foreshadow of Kaido at the challenge, fighting challenge and stuff. Um, but really you should watch the movie and stuff, and then, whenever you watch the movie and understand what Bullet's all about, um, kind of come back and literally just be like, "Whoa, you're right." It's like Kaido and Bullet are exactly this. Like, you start to think like Oda was probably putting Bullet in there as a foreshadow to what Kaido would be like later on. Like that would blow people's minds and be like, "Bruh, Kaido's the same way." It's like he technically is. Bullet was the one that foreshadowed Kaido's character. With with how he views the fights and everything. He views them as like a true challenge to him. If he sees someone really strong and everything, that he would truly admire them for their strength. He'd want to fight him again and again and again, but even though he would keep losing, kind of would still be like, I will still train myself to get stronger, but we're gonna fight again, promise me that. And it's like, I promise. It's like, good. I'm gonna go train now. Like, he leaves and he goes to train himself, comes back in like a month. They fight again, still loses, leaves to train another month, comes back. Like, the cycle would repeat itself, until the point where it's like, either Kaido would win or it's like, the person that, he's fighting with and everything would be like, you're really like a determined one. Why not you join me? You join me, you're really gonna enjoy like a lot of like, truly challenging stuff. Not just fights alone, but you're gonna know what I'm talking about. In which case Kaido would probably be like, yes, I will join you. You're like my captain, my master, my teacher, everything. Like you're my everything. Because that's what Bullet like idolized Roger for his strength. And that's why Bullet joined the Roger Pirates and everything. In the movie, or at least in the flashback of the movie, and but that's because Bullet admired Roger for his strength. Still wanted to fight him and everything, but Roger is more like, all right, you're a pretty strong guy. I like that. Why not join me and everything? Join me and my crew. We're gonna go adventure around the world and everything, Bullet. You're gonna love it. It's not just gonna be about fighting. Like, of course, we're always gonna have fights along the way, but Bullet, I want you to know something. There's something else that you just gotta see that doesn't involve fighting as much. You know? Like, of course, Bullet probably would be interested in it because it's like, no, if it's not gonna be about fighting, I don't want to be interested in that and everything. I'll join you for the fights. I won't join you for the other. It's like, no, trust me, you're gonna understand. All right, like we'll still have our fun fights and everything. Like there'll be a challenge. They'll be fun, and it'll be truly exciting. But just this one thing though, trust me, you'll know. And it's like, okay, and I'm pretty sure he saw it, and it's like Bullet's really rethinking his life, like, whoa, and it's like, you know what? Even though I fought my entire life, this wasn't half bad. It's like, see, what did I tell you? Do you still want to have a fight right now or no? It's like, well, I mean, you offered, so let's have one good round, of a fight. It's like, sure, why not? And then they go battle it out. Roger still wins, and it's like, that was fun. It's like, for the next one, it's like, mm hmm. And then I guess that's how it goes from there and stuff. With Kaido, I'm pretty sure on the Rocks Pirate, crew was probably the same thing where it's like, with the whole battles and stuff and everything, Kaido just got to a point where it's like, I really admire this person, like I really admire Rocks because they keep beating me up, like they keep winning. What makes them so strong? And it's just Rocks would probably be like, I'm so strong because, this will I carry. If you want to know more, join me. I'm going to show you why. It's like, hmm, all right. It's like, I'll join you. And then that's why Kaido's on the Rocks crew. I'm pretty sure that's how Kaido joins the crew. It's really the same thing as a Bullet, where Bullet used to be like this really strong dude. Been through a lot of fights and everything. Stopped a war. Okay, yeah. It was said in that movie that Bullet alone had stopped, a war between this country or something, or these countries. He stopped a war by himself. So I want to think there's almost the same thing as like, like that for Kaido, except it's not really gonna be really with like a country war or something. It's gonna be something else where it's gonna be like, these other pirates and everything, probably more ruthless, probably more like, like, well, more ruthless, more, devilish, more truly hardcore, not like the pirate era of what we have, with Luffy and his group, okay? Not like that, okay? Like, during the Rocks era, things were different, they were truly deadly. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure there must have been some kind of conflict between these two crews, and Kaido just happened to be in the mix of it, and so he's kind of just looking at it like, these guys are pretty strong. It's like, I wonder if they want to fight me, and so he gets in the mix of it, challenges them both, beats them up, and it's like, really? That's it? Man, not even much of a scratch. That's wow. What were you guys fighting about again? Like he literally is just like, disappointed with himself and moves along, but I'm pretty sure he would meet Rox later on after that conflict, and it's like Rox would be like, man, you're a pretty strong kid, aren't you? It's like, yeah, but those guys were nothing, but what about you? I'm wondering about you, mister. What about you? Are you strong? It's like, I don't know. Why don't you test that? Like, why don't you just test that theory out? It's like, like he starts, just getting excited himself and everything. Goes, kind of just to launch attacks at him and everything. Rox is taking it, like very well and everything. He's not really flinching. He's not really like feeling any pain or something. He's like taking all the punches, and it's like, got some strength in there and everything. Here's what my strength is like. Boom, like a one punch to the face. Kaido would probably get launched all the way back and everything into like, a stone wall or, hitting the ground really hard to where it's like part of the ground starts cracking and it's like, whoa, that dude's really strong. You know what? Like, after fighting those two guys and everything, I got bored. But you, mister, you changed my mind. So that would start their fight. Kaido would lose, and it would be like Rox would admire, well, not really admire, but he, well, sort of like an admiration, sort of, but it's like Rox would look at it more like, you have really great, powerful strength, you know, um, and I've been meaning to go and form a crew and everything. I already got a few members in. How about you be one of them? In which Kaido would probably be like, sure, if it's anywhere with a strong guy like you, I'd join with you any day, as long as I get to really, fight with your crew and everything. I want to see how strong those guys are. It's like, oh, they're pretty strong people, just you see. And I'm pretty sure that's how he would, fight all the other ones that we got to know the big names of. I know Shiki wouldn't play around. Shiki would be like, Kaido, will you leave me alone? Like, you're trying to, punch his face back, and Kaido's like, no, fight me, Shiki. It's like, no, and don't. We fought yesterday, like, literally. Fought the whole night yesterday. Like, can you chill? It's like, no, I cannot. I want to fight again. You're so strong, Shiki. It's like, ugh. It's like, freaking Nuge, can you get this guy off of me? And Whitebeard just kind of just punches Kaido, and Kaido's like, okay, Whitebeard, we're gonna fight now. Like, Nuge, we're gonna fight. It's like, no, 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 I don't. Oh, no, that's. I was just trying to get you off of Shiki, Kaido, come on! It's like, no, we're gonna fight. It's like, oh, no. It's like, Rox, why did you get this kid? Like, literally, I'm pretty sure Kaido was like a problem child in the group because Kaido would just want to go fight people all the time. I can imagine his backstory being exactly like that, where it's like, Kaido wants to fight everybody, and like some of them would enjoy it and everything, but some of them, like I said, with Shiki would probably get annoyed by it and everything, and Shiki would be like, ugh, no, like, get away from me, we just fought yesterday, man, like, literally, and if we were to fight again, that'd be like a few minutes or hours ago, and after me beating you up, you would want to come back after those hours of us fighting to do it again. And Kaido's response would be like, yeah, we're gonna fight again, come on. It's like, oh. It's like, no gate, get this guy off of me. And then of course, like, either it'd be Whitebeard or Big Mom or, Captain John or somebody else knocking Kaido away from him. Kaido would just be like, now I'm gonna fight you. And Kaido would want to go throw punches and everything. And they'd be like, would you give it a rest? Like, they would smack him. I'd be like, it's like, that hurts, but, that means you really want to fight me. It's like, no, we don't. We need you to chill. Like, you really want to fight to the point of where, like, we're gonna die? Fine. We're gonna do a death match with this one. If we beat you if we beat you up so bad that you can't get up, then yeah. That means you're not gonna fight for, like, a long while. Alright? It's like, but what would be the fun in that? It's like, the fun is for you to get off of everybody's backs, to chill. And Kaido would just be like, but I don't want to chill. Like, Kaido would just be like, I don't want to chill. I don't want to relax. I want to fight. And it's like, he would fight with everybody, like, it's this gigantic challenge and stuff in the crew. Whitebeard's already disgusted with himself, like, after I just shoved this guy away from Shiki, and now I have to fight him. Oh, it's like, Captain, can we do something about him? Rox probably wouldn't even care. He probably would just be smiling, like, this is truly entertaining. This is exactly why I got this guy. It's like, oh my god. It's like, please tell me you're joking. It's like, nope. It's like, oh, okay, fine. And they would all look at Kaido and everything, and it's just Kaido would, still fight strong and everything. Rox is just smiling, and it's like, this is exactly why I got him and each and every one of you. You're exactly just like him whenever I just got all of you. Whitebeard would probably look at it like, I really wasn't just like him. It was more like you just admired me for the strength I had, and you just thought like, hey, you got nothing else going on with your life? Join me. I'll give you, I'll give you a reason this time. It's like, I mean, I sort of was gonna have a reason, but okay. I guess I can tag along for a while, but I think at that point, Wiper just regrets his life. He's just like, why do I have to work with these other people and everything? These people are really ruthless. I did not want to work at a ruthless crew. There needs to be order in this, and there's no order anywhere. There's no command, there's no order, there's no nothing. It's just every one of them are free living people. Like, they do whatever they want and everything. This is not what kind of crew I wanted. Like, they could, mine, if I ever had mine, they could be something like that. They can go on missions on their own and everything. I want them to be safe, But at the same time, though, I want things to be in order to where, like, if I give the command to this certain group, like this, this leader of this group, I would want them to follow that order all the way through, you know? And it's just, like, Whitebeard's all about simple and order to keep everything together, but Rox is more like, nah, let everybody fight amongst themselves, this is cool. It's like, no, it's not. This is completely ridiculous. You know? I'm guessing the fight of how, Big Mom and Kaido start and everything. I don't want to say Kaido has any children with Big Mom. I don't want to say because if that was the case, I know there's a theory going around and everything that the triplets, yeah, it was triplets. It was Oven, Daifuku, and Katakuri. Um, yeah, it was all three of them and everything. I believe were triplets all together. Um, but apparently, all three of them together, their father is Kaido, and I'm like, I mean, maybe Daifuku and yeah, like maybe Daifuku and Oven, maybe Katakuri. No, I don't want to think, like Kaido is Katakuri's dad, because one, Katakuri's got more of the sharp teeth and everything, which that feels like that's from another race, like I feel like something was mixed up there because we haven't seen a young Kaido yet, like a truly young Kaido, like in the Rocks crew. We haven't seen him yet, so we can't really, be sure to safe to say that Kaido when he was younger had really sharp teeth, but then somehow just wanted to cut the sharp teeth. Like I don't really want to go sharp teeth and everything. I don't want to do that, you know. I don't want to think that at all and stuff because if that was the case, um like then that'd be really weird because that means that the whole joke of the reason why Big Mom is coming into Wano and everything is because partial of the reason. I mean, of course, the big portion of it is because Luffy and his group went there. Big Mom's not having that. She's like, I'm gonna get this kid. All right, I'm gonna get him. You're not touching him. He's basically my target. You're not touching this one at all. It's like, yeah, no, he came to my land. It's my problem now. It's not yours anymore. Get out of here. You know, and and it's like it's a back and forth with them with that. But the other reason that's like a partial reason, people made a joke and it was like a meme joke and it was basically paying child support. Like it was time for Kaido to pay child support for the three sons that he never knew he had, or maybe he knew he had them, but it's like not my responsibility for those three. It's like technically it kind of is, and it's like how? It's like you're about to find out why. It's like, hmm, yeah, no. Dragon form flies flies away. It's like, nope, I ain't dealing with that. And Big Mom's just like, well, fine. I didn't need you anyway. I'm gonna take care of these three all by myself. I mean, that's kind of what she did, but look how she turned them out to be. Completely just no. But you know, but yeah, though it's just like I don't know. But I can literally imagine that and everything as, part of Kaido's flashback and everything. We're probably not gonna get too much of a focus on that where I don't think we really are and everything. Like we got Big Mom's flashback. With Odin's flashback we did get to see a prime Whitebeard, like a lot more of him, and to see how strong he really is. Sort of. I want to say sort of. Not too much and everything to the point where if the prime Whitebeard during that time era got the fruit. Don't really know if we don't really know when he got his fruit yet. That's what really needs to be explained. Like, we need a Whitebeard novel. We're getting a Law novel, by Oda, because we already got the Ace novel and stuff. But we're getting a Law one. We need a Whitebeard novel. We need a Whitebeard novel, please. If we don't get a Whitebeard novel by, like, some years passing by, like, I want to say, like, 5 years passing by, like, the actual span of, like, whenever I guess the series is supposed to end in 5 years, if we don't get a Whitebeard novel by then, I'm really gonna cry. I'm gonna be like, I waited 5 years for this. And we didn't get, we didn't really get a Whitebeard novel, We're not getting another novel and stuff for like not a longer, a longer span of time and stuff. But I do want to see a Whitebeard novel. I do want to see a much younger Whitebeard to the time of when he did join the Rocks crew, when he got his fruit, when he left, like what was his response? What was going through his head? Like what was the reason why he left? Where it was like, you know what? Like, during the God Valley incident and everything, it's like, you know what? We fought in this battle and everything, but we're basically getting our butts handed to. Screw this. I'm leaving. Like, screw you, Rocks. I'm not staying with you anymore. I'm not getting captured with you. I'm out of here, so bye. Shiki was probably more of, just looking at it like a respect, sort of like, I've basically been on this crew for a pretty long time, Rock, so thanks for the ride, I guess. Thanks for the journey. But I'm out too. Like, have fun. And Shiki just floats away. He's gone. Shiki's just gone. Big Mom is probably just like, hmm. It seems he's basically gonna be gone. Hmm. That's sad. Like Big Mom was just like, that is pretty sad, But we had a good run. I gotta get to doing my business now. I'm gonna build my family, my crew. We're gonna be even much more famous, infamous than what our captain was. So yeah, I'm dipping out too. Have fun. Kaido, yeah, Kaido pretty much would probably just be like, no, no. You can't take him away. No. You know? Like it would shatter him and stuff, which probably got him, captured and pretty much like they try to execute him all these times, which is basically how the stories go and stuff. Like they tried to execute him on all that stuff all the time. And it's like as the years progress around and everything, they can't do it. They can't basically just end him. Kaido is just like, he's invincible. He can't, they can't basically just break him. So, it's just Kaido's just feeling like, I want to stay with my captain. You're not taking him from me. This guy's really the strongest. Like, you people are strong too. I'll give you that. But I followed with my captain for the same reason that he's a strong man. This like no, I'm not gonna let this happen. But I'm pretty sure at some point Rox is probably just like telling him like, Kaido, stop it. They can't get rid of you. They're trying so many times to get rid of you. You know, you, you need to let go. Okay? I'm not gonna be around much longer. You need to let go. You need to get out of here. You need to escape, okay? Because they've let you go so many times because they can't do anything to you. They've tried. You just need to go. I'm done with you. You need to go. And it's like, wow, I've had this fun journey, and you're just kicking me out. You're just letting me go. It's like, yes, I'm letting you go. You've purposely trying to have yourself captured, and having all this and everything, and it's just I'm not allowing it. You need to stop. It's like, hmm, you know, like I'm pretty sure when he got himself captured so many times and everything, I'm pretty sure the only reason why was because he wanted to see his captain, because I'm pretty sure his captain got arrested. Um, as for the execution part, I'm pretty sure Rox's execution was actually announced. I don't know if it was ever announced in the papers of his execution at all. It probably was or wasn't, because they say with that incident it never was really mentioned at all. So that probably means like Rox's execution was never even mentioned either, depending on where it was at. Most likely it was Marineford. I want to say it was Marineford. Um, yeah, but but with the execution part of it, though, I'm pretty sure they did do that to Rox. They executed him. They got rid of him. Kaido really got broken, really upset, and it's like, I want to go too. I want to go too and everything. I want to go with my captain. I want y'all to take me away. they've tried so many times. And it's like it keeps failing all the time and stuff. And I'm pretty sure Prime Garp is just like in the distance when all these, methods are failing, and Garp's just in the distance, and he's like, oh my god. Like Garp is just like, dude, why is he wanting to purposely just get himself captured, putting himself in this position? Why is he doing this? Like, this is so stupid. Sengoku would probably just feel that too, but then he's like, you probably want to know why, Garb? It's like, why? It's like, it's just Captain. It's like, oh, that makes sense. It's like, I gotta go give a talk to the big guy right here. God, God. You know? And because I'm pretty sure Rox told him to go away before and stuff. Like, look, you keep purposely trying to do this for my sake. You need to get out of here. You need to stop. Kaido's more just like, no, I'm not gonna quit and everything. I'm not gonna let them take you. All right, like, if I'm gonna escape, I'll take you with me, even if they have to, follow me to the ends of the earth. And it's like, no, same thing's gonna happen again. I'm not gonna let that happen, especially not to some strong guy like you. Like literally a fight hungry guy like you. I'm not gonna let that happen to you because you have so much more potential to offer, besides staying with me, stuck in the cell in this prison. You have much more. Okay? You need to go. And it's like Kano doesn't want to leave because he's like so admired with his captain of his strength. He can't think of anything else of a reason to leave. Like he really can't because he doesn't want to. And it's just Rox is like, my God, it's like I need to really get this guy off my back. The others were not kidding. This one really, is stuck. The minute you beat him in a fight so many times, it gets to the point where he gets stuck on you. Great. Thanks for warning me, everybody. Thanks for warning me. Like, it'll kind of cut back to Whitebeard warning him, to Shiki warning him, to Big Mom warning him, to Captain John, Wang Ji, Silver Axe, all those guys warning him, about Kaido, and it's like, I really didn't want to listen to them, but they're right. You get stuck so easily, you know? And he just gets so fed up with Kaido, he wants him to actually leave. Like, he's actually gonna yell at him like a parent to a child, like yelling at him, telling him to go. I don't want you anymore. Go away from me. You're creeping me out. Like, go away, you know? Jeez, this has been a really long video, but I guess this will be about that topic, with Kaido and everything. Like, discussing part of it, discussing part of it with, the theory of what I had being true, but I guess also the prediction of, like, what Kaido's flashback could look like, as a young Kaido on the Rocks crew, whenever they were together and when they, after the separation and stuff, because I can imagine that in which I guess back to the execution part because I'm pretty sure with the imprisonment, Rocks would probably get more annoyed at it and be like, "Go away from me! You're creeping me out, dude." Like I've tried being like literally nice. I tried being gentle about this and everything. You're making this so hard for me to do, and you're making it to the point where I want to scream at you to go away. That's what I'm doing, and I don't want to do that because you someone like you doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying you're a softie, but someone like you just needs to go. You're gonna find much stronger people than me. And when you do, follow them. It's gonna be okay, or follow them or fight them, however long you want. It's gonna be okay. But he can't be nice about it because Kaido keeps showing up at the Impel Down prison or whatever other prison that gets shown up and everything. And, Rox is just so annoyed at it. It's like, stop. Just stop. It's like, you need to stop. He just gets so annoyed at it. But yeah, with the execution part and everything, it's like, Rox isn't so relieved at it. He's like, well, I did my dream. I want to be king of the world. Which technically is mine, so thanks for stealing that, Rox, you freaking. But Yeah, just a heads up that I know it sounds stupid, but it's mine. But yeah, Rocks definitely would just be like, I kind of achieved my dream to become king of the world, sort of. I try to really do things my way, but at the end of the day, I got beaten up, I got kind of overthrown, and here I am, about to be executed, about to be gone from this planet. Welp, I had fun, you know? And it's like Kaido still won't allow it, but it's like I feel like whenever Roxas' execution's about to happen, you can hear Kaido from a distance saying like, "No! Like I object!" It's like, no, 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 no. It's like, no. Can we get this thing moving, please? I feel like I'm hearing something from a distance, and I feel like I don't want to know what that is. You know? And they feel like they already know who that is. And it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't, because this one's a really tough struggler and everything, you know? So, you asked us to move along, we'll do it, you know? And so they do, and it's like, kind of just screams out, no! Like, he's just so upset, you know? Which I guess makes him really depressed and everything at times and stuff. But I'm pretty sure, throughout his depressions and everything, um, he stopped being so depressed and stuff because he realized he still has other, the other people he knows. There are still strong challenges to him and everything. Like, Whitebeard's still around, Big Mom's still around. We're not even sure if Shiki is still around. I want to say yes. I want to say Shiki is still around. John is no more, which I'm pretty sure that upset him. Because Kaido, like, I'm pretty sure either with the execution of John or however, John died, Kaido would probably be looking in the papers and stuff and seeing that Captain John is no more. Kaido probably would have shed a tear and be like, another one goes, another one of my strongest friends, like one of the strongest people I know, gone. Like that would make him upset too and be like, and here I thought I got over, my captain being, gone. Nope. Back to depression phase. Does the same old stunts and everything again. He tries to get himself captured, all that. They just send him away because they're like, we've done this so many times, dude. Just go away, go away. If this happens again, we're not dealing with this again. By any means, just do it yourself. Do it yourself. Don't come to us thinking we'll do it for you. No, do it yourself. From now on, do it yourself. And then when it came to Whitebeard, whenever it came to Whitebeard meeting his end, yeah, it kind of was just like, oh, not another one, and it's just, he keeps doing it, he keeps doing it all the time because it's like, I meet these strong people, they were the best, they were really strong and everything. I know they look like they were annoyed with me and everything, but they loved the fights that we had. It was fun, it was awesome, but they keep dying, they keep disappearing. This isn't fair, and so he would keep, trying to end his life and everything because it's like, I feel like I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. Like I gotta join with him and everything, so that way we'll all be together. We can all fight again, you know. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, with the Bullet parallel, Bullet probably tried doing the same. In which case, that's probably why he was in Impel Down. Wasn't trying to break himself out, because he definitely could have, if he wanted to and everything. I mean, I don't think the cells were Sea Prism Stone in level 6. I don't think so. His shackles were, but the Sea Prism Stone technically doesn't stop hockey, though. I mean, if your hockey will is strong enough, I wouldn't say Luffy's, because it seemed like whenever Luffy was kind of shackled up and everything, he couldn't really, focus with hockey that much. And so that's why he's just like, it's like, he's kind of like, feeling a bit powerless and everything. He can't use his powers. He can't, yeah, he can't use his powers. He can't really focus with his hockey. He can't really do all that and everything. But, but that's like Bullet's a different example. Bullet's way above that level to where it's like, hmm, you see, my powers are canceled. Sure, I'll give you that. My hockey, however, hockey's up his fists and everything, both of his fists, breaks out. I don't know if I think hockey probably could break Sea Prism Stone. Probably. Because I think the collars that Luffy was wearing and everything was probably was a Sea Prism Stone collar. I don't know if it was or not and everything. It technically was the same thing like what Kami was wearing whenever it was the whole Celestial Dragon, messed up stuff and everything. But I think it was a Sea Prism Stone collar, but if it wasn't, I guess that explains why how Luffy used the advanced armament and broke it open. Um, but if it was, there you go. Sea Prism Stone could apparently be broken by advanced armament. It could be broken. Um, you know, but if that was really the case, though, Bullet would have definitely broken himself out. He would have definitely been like, you know what? Like, yeah, I've had my fun and everything, but I'm not gonna stick around and sit in this place all day and everything. I'm probably just gonna go, and chill somewhere and everything, like everybody else is doing. Breaks himself out, beats up a lot of the guards and everything, and just is like, yeah, I'm done with all of you. I'm done. All right, so I'm leaving. I'm pretty sure Magellan would probably get pretty beat up at that point, like even more beat up than what he got, after the Impel Down breakout and stuff. Actually, no, that would actually make it during the Impel Down breakout. I just now remembered that if it was like before the breakout ever happened, like many years back, like not really sure when Bullet got himself captured because I'm pretty sure he did it himself. But if it was like way back before the breakout ever happened, Bullet probably would have been the second one to break out of that prison and definitely would have been like like a memorable name in history, like Shiki. Because Shiki definitely broke himself out. He went to Marineford and everything unscathed as well. Um, yeah, I think it was also stated he went there unscathed and everything. Like he went and battled, Garp and Sengoku and everything. Of course, he got beat up, and I think, man, I'm thinking like the whole. Okay, no, he went to Marineford unscathed. Like he went and took it all by himself and everything. But then he got beat up, got sent to prison. He escaped out, and then kind of just went on his way. Yeah, that's how the story went. Okay, okay, okay. I went and confused myself and everything. I really got to get that, the Blue Deep and everything. I believe, I, I don't know if it was no, it's not Blue Deep. It is the Chapter Zero. It's the Chapter Zero. It's like a Shiki novel basically. It's Shiki's story, but it's basically his official canon story, like his official canon backstory. But it's supposed to be the events leading up to the movie, Strong World. But Strong World was not canon. But with that story that we got of Shiki, like his backstory, that was all canon. That all truly happened. So there's that with Shiki and stuff. There's that. But um yeah, but with Bullet though, he if it was like the same way where Bullet would just break himself out because he's like, I'm not gonna just sit in here anymore. Either either Magellan or someone that was like the warden before Magellan would get beat up really bad. Bullet would leave out and everything, kind of not really, like with any scratches or scars or something. He'd leave out perfectly fine, and just basically just be like, hmm, none of y'all were really a challenge at all. Like, this whole prison is nothing but a joke. Like, try to strengthen up your defenses next time. And then technically leave and just, relax, either at an island somewhere or something. And then, have it to where his whole thing is that he's either an aide or that he's, one of the crewmates of, like, Rogers, but he doesn't want to make himself known because it's like, look, I've had the title of what being one of the Roger crew forever, but the crew has disbanded. We've all went our separate ways. We're done. So game over, really. Game over. We're done. We admire the man, but we're done. You know. But yeah, but that's what I want to think though with with Bullet and everything. But with Kaido though, on the other hand, I basically feel like I just wrote his whole backstory of what we possibly could get. And if any of that happens when we get it, like in the future of the war, like when Kaido gets beat up, um, like we get a flashback tying into whenever Kaido gets, truly beat up and everything, and it's like all what I just spoke about, where he purposely gets himself thrown in prison and everything, and he wants to go and see his captain and stuff and try to go and break him out to save him or something, and Rox is kind of telling him like, no, this is it for me, you can go and everything, but I can't. Like probably the first time I'm pretty sure Rox was pretty much worried. He's like, oh no, it's like I didn't think any other one would be captured besides myself. This is bad, this is really bad. Like I didn't expect you to really get out and everything, or to get caught. Kaido would probably be smiling and be like, "Of course I did. I want to get you out of here." It's like, no, that is a pretty bad plan, But I think after, but I'm thinking after yeah, I think after whenever they tried to go in, try to put them through like executions or something, probably was really hard to move them and everything. I don't know if they did executions in the prison. I don't know if they did. I think they did somewhat of that, like sort of like a torture method and everything. Kaido probably felt nothing at the time and everything. Like it was probably just like a tickle to him, and Rox is more, kind of concerned, like, oh no, it's like, well, at least we're gonna go out together and everything, I guess. And then they just send it back and everything, and Kaido's just like, not even any scratches or wounds on him. That like he just looks at him like in shock, like, what in the world did they do to you? And Kaido's like, well, they they tried to burn me. They tried to throw me in a boiling pot. That did nothing. Um, they like they tried all these other different methods and everything. They tried everything up their own sleeves and everything in this prison. This place is crazy. None of that worked on me, really. I didn't feel a thing, and it's like, and Rox is like going through his mind, like, I feel like I picked up the wrong idiot, like he's like, this one, okay, I feel like I picked up the really weirdest idiot, I should say. Um, okay. This is something new. I did not realize this. Why did I not realize this right now? That this one apparently is invincible in a way. He can't be broken. Whether by mind and spirit or his body alone. Nothing can affect him. Like literally. And he literally is like facing, Kaido in the other cell, and Kaido's just smiling like, what is it, Captain? It's like, nothing, nothing, just thinking to myself, and it's literally just the thoughts of like, okay, this is probably just a joke, right? They, he probably is holding in all the pain. Yeah, that's what it is. He's holding in all the pain. He's trying to look tough in front of his captain. That's, that's really cool and all. That's kind of really, nice. But no, I'm pretty sure he's gonna break. He's gonna say ow any minute now. He's gonna say it. And he's waiting all that time for Kaido to say ow, like day and night in the prison together. And Kaido's just sitting there just smiling at him. And it's like, he's never said ow. It's been weeks. He hasn't said a single, like, he hasn't, felt a single scratch of pain. What did I just do? What kind of person did I pick up? And Kaido's just like, something wrong? It's like, answer me this. What are you? And Kaido's like, well, I mean, we probably might get, his race name and everything, or what kind of race is he at that point, like a race reveal of what Kaido truly is. But at that point, though, yeah, I would like to think Kaido would probably just be like, well, I'm this. I don't know if that means anything or something. I don't know if Rox would know anything about it, but Rox would probably be like, that explains a lot. No. It's like, what's wrong? It's like, your race is what makes you alive. It's like, excuse me? It's like, oh no. Normal methods won't work on you. Of course they don't. Someone, as strong as myself has to take care of you. It's like, again, excuse me? It's like, you don't get it, boy. You don't get it. And Rox is literally just humiliated himself like, I have picked up the wrong one. And here I thought this one was a regular looking one. Other than the fact that he had horns. Like kind of devil horns growing out of his head. Um, I didn't really bother too much about that. I thought that was a nice little decoration of him. Yep, I definitely picked up the wrong idiot. And here I thought he was human. Well, that was my mistake. And he just really rethinks everything and stuff, and it's like, So this is the reason why he didn't say ow for weeks. He didn't feel a single thing. And it's like he really just starts realizing he messed up. Like at first he's like, Pete was a strong fellow, sure, but he purposely got himself in here to break me out, and now this is happening. He's dealing with this, weeks in and weeks out. Like they would probably let Kaido out and everything and be like, okay, you're free to go. We can't do anything to you. This is impossible. You're not feeling a single thing at all and everything. This is supposed to be a nightmare. This whole, prison is supposed to be a nightmare for you. Do you feel anything? Kaido would probably just go smiling at him and be like, nope, don't feel a thing. All I feel is tickles. It's like, no, no. This, like, we're supposed to be putting fear into him. He's putting fear in us. Chuck him outside. Get him out of here. And it's just they do. But yet it keeps coming back, and they're like they're all jaw dropped at that, like a jaw dropped expression, like they're so surprised he's back. It's like, oh no, why did you send him back? It's like, well, we've heard complaints in these specific locations at these islands or whatever. He's been causing havoc and stuff, and he was so excited to get captured. What is wrong with this guy? It's like, no, we know exactly why. And they start thinking of frogs there and everything. And they go and still send him in the same cell. And Kaido's just like smiling at Rocks like, hey, Captain, guess who's back? It's like, oh no. It's like, how did you get back? It's like, well, that's a funny story. Goes and tells him what he did. And it's like, you purposely got here. You purposely went and attacked an entire island just to get back here, to get me out of here, to see me again. It's like, yep. It's like, I really wish they didn't let you back in. It's like, why? It's like, you don't get it. You don't understand. And it's like, Kaido's just like, It's like, I don't understand. What now? Like, I'm pretty sure young Kaido probably just didn't understand that much and stuff. He's just like, he's so happy, like, he's kind of like so happy to meet strong people because he's a fighter. And it's like, the thought, like of anything else of like, wow, all this weird, like, all the stuff's about to happen and everything. And it's really just gonna be like, wow, it's gonna affect him so bad. But no, he doesn't think anything else. All he thinks about is like, well, my captain's in prison. There's only one thing to do. I gotta go get myself in there and break him out of there. But then, it's like he can't break him out and stuff because, like, the minute that they're like gonna release him, it's like, hey, I was gonna get my captain out too. It's like, no, 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 no. Look, I mean, That's a funny demand. We can't get him out of here. You know, we can only get you out of here. There's a certain reason why we can't get rid of him. You know, you two are completely different. It's like, different how? It's like, no, 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 no. Like, Rox is just like face palming, like, don't explain it to him. I've tried. It's like, thank you. We're not going to. You know, we're just gonna spare that for him and everything. It's like, thank you. Please get him out of here, out of my sight. It's like, sure, at least we can listen to that one from you, even though we're not supposed to listen to a pirate anyway, but sure, we're gonna listen that one from you, because we're on the same page. Like, probably the guards are on the same side as Rock's, like, yeah, we're gonna get this guy out of your hair here, like, we're gonna get him out of here. It's like, please do, I don't want to see him again. He comes back, and it's like, what did I tell you, idiots? I don't want to see him again. It's like, you know, that's really hard to do that because it keeps, you know, causing chaos and trouble. You know, the Marines, the government keep getting called. We have to send them back here every single time. It's like, why can't you just say no? Why can't you just say, look, we've tried getting rid of him. You know, we've tried everything. It's not working. You know, just and it's like, well, we tried that. They didn't want to listen to us. It's like, of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. And it's just like that. I know this has been a really long video and stuff. I've been getting a good laugh now and everything, just describing, you know, the young Kaido's backstory and stuff. It's really funny. I can imagine him being like that and stuff, you know, to where he's just kind of like a child, you know, to where it's like, wow, I want to fight you so badly. You know, he keeps getting beat up, but he wants to, you know, fight more and all that and everything. Really, just picture that in your head. A young Kaido, like almost like a child, wanting to fight everybody, but they're pushing him away because it's like, look, we fought the other day, chill. And Kaido just has no chill. He's a hyperactive child. You know, he just wants to fight. That's all Kaido wanted to do. Um, you know, but yeah, really long video. Really just want to get that out there and everything. And yeah, just wow. But anywho though, this will be the end of the video right here and everything. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below of your I guess of your thoughts of you know, with how technically I was right with the bullet foreshadowing of you know, with Kaido's character and stuff, and how he'll be like in the future. But also with the ending part with making this video long of Kaido's flashback. I want to know your comments of really what are your thoughts about that? Because I swear, if that's really the case, like, you know, y'all believe that too, like, you could see that. Good, because I hope Oda literally goes with that, because it's like, bruh, Kaido at this point, as an adult right now, you know, he would get stronger and stuff, because it's like, well, I'm gonna meet more powerful challenges along the way, and plus Odin told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. You know, it would be a good idea. But at the same time though, it's like he'll remember what he used to be like when he used to love fighting so much. And it's like it's died down on him a bit and everything, but it's like he'll go back to enjoying it and stuff, to being like, I will admire the one person that defeats me, that truly beats me, like, you know, down to the ground. I cannot wait for that to happen, you know, because I will smile and I will fight back my hardest that I can, you know, just, I can't wait. But, anywho, though, end of the video right here. This one was a long one. Hopefully the video tomorrow will be discussing more of, Pirate Warriors 4, or possibly even talking about Jump Force as well. But anywho, I hope y'all have a wonderful night, morning, day. Again, I'm really gonna make this a thing. Don't really, you know, care much about time zones. Just, you know, have a wonderful day. And, you know, I guess I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!